this is a brand new stamp set. It is called Paradise Garden. It will come out next Tuesday, March 3rd. Guys, how can it already be March? This is out of the March online exclusive products. And I love this set. I love the sentiments. I love this little doohickey background thing. I love the leaves. I love the variety in the flowers. And so I'm going to show you a very, very simple, get that out of the way, a very, very simple card today using that set because it was in my head. Now, I will say I saw this card by Dawn Chevsky. I saw a card she did with another stamp set, and I went, oh my gosh, I have got to recreate that card because it is a fabulous card sketch. So I'm doing it with this set, and you guys can tell me what you think. I am using a really fun, bright color palette. I'm using Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. I'm using Granny Apple Green, and I'm using Calypso Coral. And I have to tell you guys, I have made more stuff with Calypso Coral because it's in almost all of our designer papers that came out. So this is not a color I normally use that much. I like Petal Pink a lot, but oh my gosh, you guys, I've been using this color like crazy. Okay, so then I have Gorgeous Grape cardstock, and I only have 3 mats. Remember, this is a very quick and very easy card. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to glue the inside mat down. Now, we could stamp on this if we wanted to. I know I've said this a bazillion times. I don't stamp very much on the inside of my cards because I do like to save a lot of room for writing. And this is the fun part of this card. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my paper on this grid. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, and if you don't have this, you might want to get some. I got mine on Amazon. It's called Post-it Note Labeling and Cover Up Tape. And I don't remember how much it was. I should have looked it up, but it wasn't that much. And you get quite a bit, which is a good thing. I use it to hold my dies on my cut and emboss machine, but you can also use it as a very small mask. Now, I personally prefer to use Stampin' Up's masking paper when I mask because it's really thin. Okay, and I got to figure out where I want to put this. I think I'm going to, yeah, I'll do it right here. And I'm going to use my grid line to make this straight. And what that's going to do is that's going to mask I believe it's 1 inch. Yes, 1 inch wide. And this way it also holds it down on my paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start, I'm going to get this out of the way because I keep thinking I'm going to stamp on it. I'm going to use my Calypso Coral. And if you look at this flower, you can see it's a large flower, but it also has a stem. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to ink just the flower. Okay, you have to forgive me because I have to do it where I can see it. So I'm trying to get just the flower, and it really won't matter because if I go on the mask, it's not going to show. So there's one flower. And then I'm just going to angle it a little bit. And there's our second flower. Oh, it came right up. That's all right. It doesn't really matter, to tell you the truth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I got too much ink on there. I'll go up a little bit. Third flower. Okay. And I'm going to stamp it off here. And I'm going to stamp it off here. Okay, so I've done all of my Calypso Coral flowers. Then I'm going to do this a little bit backwards, and I'm going to do the leaf next. And I picked the smallest leaf, And I've got my granny apple green. And I am going to add, I'm going to add a little bit more leaf in here. Have you ever had it where you know that every single one of your ink pads needs to be re-inked? Holy cow, guys. And then I'm going to move this over, every single one of them today. And I'm just going to go up fairly high and do a leaf there. I don't want it to be, let me go this way. So you're just kind of randomly stamping all this stuff. There's no right or wrong way. And then I'm going to bring in the Highland Heather. I just think the shape of these flowers is so pretty. And I'm just going to add this randomly. That's gorgeous grape. I can tell that right there. All right, hold on. I grabbed the wrong ink pad. I can't tell my grape from my heather. It's not going to look bad, but it's going to be brighter than I wanted, to be honest. So we'll do that one. We'll add one there. We'll add a little bit right there. I think I'll stop now. We'll go there because I thought I was at the bottom of the card and I was at the top. So I don't want to build it up too high. And then I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of shading. Okay, I'm going to do one more right here. Okay, now here's the fun part. Now I'm going to bring my gorgeous grape back in. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment. But to do that, I'm going to remove, see how nicely this pulls off the cardstock? You do have to go slow. I will say that, but it doesn't really stick on there like you would think. To your card upside down like I almost did. That would have been bad. Well, it wouldn't have been catastrophic, but it wouldn't have looked the way I wanted it to look. And I think I'm actually going to remove the white so I can see what I'm doing. And now we have this fabulous thank you. I love the font on this thank you. And I am going to stamp this right in the center. Yeah, I think that will work. Isn't that a great thank you? Oh, I just love it. And we are done stamping. I think what makes this card, besides the masking, that makes me love it, is that it could be in any color. This would work in any color palette you want. Now, this is going to be the hardest part for me because this is an 1/8 of an inch bigger, which means I have a 1/16 of an inch to work with. So everybody send me your best wishes that I can get this on straight. I don't usually do that. I usually do 1/4 inches. That gives me an 1/8 of an inch to work with all the way around. But this color is so in your face that I didn't want to see a lot of it. I wanted just enough to pick up the color of the flowers, but not so much that I was going to go, ooh, that's way too much of that color. All right. Now, this time I remembered, thank goodness, that I don't want to just glue it down flat. I think because there's no layering on the white cardstock, I definitely wanted to add a little bit of depth. So I'm going to add that by doing this. Lisa, I can honestly tell you that for a card that does not have any designer paper, that is all stamped, this is the easiest card. Hold on, guys. I'm not happy with that. I needed to get this a little bit more creased. It is such an easy card and so versatile. And when I saw it on Dawn's, I went, oh, gotta get that, gotta make that. And I'm so glad I did because it is just such a really cool card sketch. There you go. We're almost done. because there's not much on here, I decided, okay, let's do some bling. And these are the Pearls of Beauty jewels. And you guys, they really, I don't want to say they sparkle because they really don't sparkle, but oh, they shine. They're so pretty. Okay, and I'm going to take a big one and put a big one right there. I'm going to take another big one, put it right there. And then I'm going to take a tiny one because there's not much of this showing and put it right there. And that, my friends, is the finished card. Doesn't get much easier than that, does it? Isn't that a fun card? I don't know how well you can see the, let me go up and see if you can see those jewels. Isn't that cool? Oh, I'm so proud of my camera. It's letting me go up close. Go, camera, go. Ooh, I put that not where it should go. That's the only problem. You can see all my mistakes. Let me get my camera out of the way here. And there you have it, friends. A very, very quick and easy and simple card, but I think it has a lot of impact. It's one of those cards. And the reason I was so excited about the thank you is I have to make a ton of thank you cards. And I thought this would be a good one because I'll get sick of the colors. So I'll just make it in a whole bunch of different colors and then it'll be on its way. So again, this is a weirdly named stamp set. It's Paradise Garden. I hope you enjoyed this card. Have a great rest of your week. I'll be back on Sunday with the Step It Up stamping, and I'll be back next Wednesday with another Coffee and a Card with Barb. Have a great week. Bye.